All right, so this is your second video. It cut me off. We just did -4 and up 9 and plotted that point. Now we're going to go +3 on x, so 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to go down -5, which is y. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then I'm going to try and make the straightest line possible. I'm not going to grade on your straight lines, but if it's super curved. Reminder, here's a point, here's a point. This line is made up of many, many points, okay? Of course, we're not going to graph all those points because that's going to take us forever, okay? So just imagine that this is just full of many, many points and it makes one continuous line, okay? So this is one of the examples from your homework assignment, okay? Let's do this last one here. Again, what are we going to do first? Solve for y. That's your first step, is making sure it's solved for y. So here's your y. And we want it into the form of y is on this side equals x is on this side, okay? So we're going to actually flip-flop these. So we're going to subtract 2y over here. Okay, and then I want this over here. Okay, and then I have y and it's multiplied with -2. I'm going to divide by a -2 on each term. Okay, now here's what I'm talking about. There's a negative and a negative. This whole thing turns what? Positive. And 8 divided by -2 is a -4. Okay, now here's your table that they give you. Every time you see an x, you're going to plug in 8. Every time you see an x, you're going to plug in 2. And every time you see an x, you're going to plug in -4. So I'm going to just slide this up here. So your first one is y equals 3/2. X is 8. I'm going to put it over 1 because I know multiplying fractions is no problem. Top times top, bottom times bottom. Here's your second one, 3/2. X, which is 2, over 1. And your third one, let's see if I can fit it in here, is -4. Okay, I'm going to zoom this out so you guys can see it. Okay, so every time I saw an x, I put 8, a 2, and a -4. So let's go top times top, bottom times bottom. Now, a lot of you guys are going to try and do common denominator or butterfly. Well, what is 24 divided by 2? 12. And it's 12 minus 4? 8. Let's do this one. Top times top, bottom times bottom. What is 6 divided by 2? Good. Y is -1. Okay, I'm going to have you do this one on your own. So go top times top, bottom times bottom, and watch out for your signs. Okay, now I'm just going to show you how to graph these. Remember, this ordered pair is what? X, then Y. X, then Y. And this would be X, and then whatever you guys get for Y. Okay, so down here I'm going to graph 8, 8, 2, -1, and then whatever you guys get for that third one. Okay, so I'm going to go 8 is X, Y, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to go up 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That is your first point. This is 8, 8. Then I'm going to go over 2. X is 2, +2, and Y is -1. Okay, and then we know that it's going to be X is -4. And then if you're thinking about this line, if I'm going through these points, your -4 something is going to be down here, okay? So if you plot it up here, is that going to be wrong? Because I can't make that line, right? So think about, if this is your line, I'm hoping -4, your question mark is going to be down somewhere here. So it makes a nice line. Remember, linear equations means a graph of a line, not a curve, not a squiggly, not a circle, a straight line, okay? Now, for your homework assignment, if you take a look at this page, it kind of looks a little crazy because I kind of made all of this. But on this side A, you're going to do 1, 9, 10, 12, 13, 17, and 21. So if you want to write that down. And then if you flip it to the next side, it's kind of a fun little thing. You're going to do all of them, okay? We have done 2 together, okay? And then if you want to worry about this, it's kind of fun. So this first one that we did together, you can just plug in what it was. So -1, 3, 9, and -5. And so over here, you would find -1, 3, and we would put a letter A here. Okay. And then you would find -4, 9, -4, 9, and you would put the letter D there. And then you would find 3, -5, 3, -5, and you would put a letter O. I don't know if there's any other ones. I believe these go with these problems and these go with these problems, okay? All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Reminder, there's 2 videos, so make sure you watch the first one and the second one and make sure we're taking notes throughout.